Howdy, howdy, folks. Welcome back. It's me, Hydra, here with two whole players today. Hello, two players.
Oh, you're right.
What's up? We've got some familiar voices for those of you that saw the previous campaigns. We have an alien and Dewey. Previously, Rex and Celep from a long, long time ago. I'll just adjust that.
Yeah, the good ones.
Volume a little bit.
Not like, people like, I don't know.
You'd be a noble.
Yeah, imagine being a noble.
Imagine being a noble.
They're the worst, like literally the worst. They're just awful. Right, the session has truly begun when we've started mocking the players that didn't make it today. And a couple of small announcements. If anyone is particularly interested in the maps, I have them up on my Patreon. There they are. So that's that. All the images will be AI generated today. The players are human generated. And we're just going to have some funsies. This campaign is going to run parallel with the other. They're going to be occasionally having players move between the two groups. The storylines will therefore overlap and complement. And what's the opposite of complement? Insult each other, I guess. So yeah, that's where we're at basically. So we rewind a little bit from the end of the last session to the eve of the Blackfire Festival in the town of Tahme. We currently have two individuals walking along a sort of boardwalk on the outside of Blute Rock. Both of you have received a note, and it was either read to you or you were able to read. It instructed you to meet here at the docks in Blute Rock, on the outskirts of town, and to meet at a very specific location by a particular tree that is somewhat of a landmark in the area, and you're able to get directions easily. Each of the two of you currently spot a ship with a couple of lanterns that are lit, storm lanterns hanging over the side. Now each of you are approaching from different directions, and I ask you first, what item is it that have you brought from your travels that was sent to you in the mail alongside this message to come at once?
A deck of cards for me. The food is arriving right back.
A deck of cards. And yourself, alien. Or, apologies, I shall use your game name, LeBrock.
I brought a dog.
You brought a dog. Absolutely. Can you, in the absence of artwork for this dog right this very second, tell us what this dog is like?
Well, this dog is, sort of Yorkshire Terrier size. So it's a small dog because it's still a puppy. It's still learning how the world works. And it feels like it's Scrappy-Doo. As in, it feels like it could take on the world. But because I'm a rat catcher, all it takes on is rats. And they're obviously scared of it until they get in a bunch and the dog loses its confidence.
Two very big, brave balls on that dog.
The balls are incredible.
Okay, so it's not been neutered yet, I assume.
No, I don't think I'm going to let it. I'm just going to let it hump its way out of the situation.
It may well save you today. We shall see. Tell me a little bit about this deck of cards, Edgar. Any notable insignia, a particular origin, anything that stands out?
They look very used. They look like went through a lot of hands, a lot of beer spills on them. The backside cover is not of Empire origin. So the backside decorative part might be something elven or something overseas-ish, made by humans, but not in the human style. And other than that, it's a normal deck of cards.
Okay. So both of you, while slowly strolling along towards your barge, see each other And between the two of you, though, is a small halfling that is currently mounted on a small stool who stands below, or sits below, the ramp of this barge. And upon arriving at sort of within 10 yards, beckons to both of you.
Ahoy there, lovers. How's it going?
Well, hello there, young man. Oh, wait, you're not a young man. Sorry, sir. Good morning or evening or Mr. Halfling. Yeah, hi.
I'll take the compliment, thank you very much. And yourself,
mate.
sir?
You're all right, mate? Yeah, not too bad. It's a bit gloomy, ain't it?
Mighty gloomy, but Manon may well take favour on us for our voyage today, so perhaps it may be a blessing.
Oh, you're the ferryman.
Aye.
Oh,
The barge master himself.
glad I complimented you.
I go by the name of...
And doesn't say anything and just tips his hat.
Better that we don't be unnamed acquaintances on account of this, being somewhat secretive.
So now LeBrock goes, well, and then tips his hat back. Ready when you are, mate.
Pleasure to meet you both. Oh, that reminds me.
Of course, with a very over-extravagant courtly manner. As the showman that he is.
Hey, are you some sort of noble? What's going on here?
Oh, I'm the noblest of nobles. I'm the noblest of cards. I'm the king of aces.
I think I might have heard of you.
Right. For now, you'll be quiet, because I've got some instructions for you.
Pulls out a little note. He's got a bit of a grumpy look to him. He looks like he's probably done this a bit too much for a few too many years. His skin kind of has that leathery, salted effect. There's a slight shimmer to it too. A little creepy. His hair also looks permanently greased. You wonder if it's wet or if it's just through lack of hygiene.
Right. Here goes. Please read to the following, gentlemen. Do either of yous read, or would you like me to do the honours?
Oh, very much so. I love the grovel in your voice.
You've got the map, mate.
Right, okay. Please deliver the following two gentlemen. Oh, there's your names. Never mind, I didn't see that bit. On the eve of the Blackfire Festival to Tahme, please make sure they arrive at, preferably before the time of the carnival, but, well, as soon as conveniently possible. Please also avoid all river wardens if possible, and make sure they're not documented by any authorities, for reasons that will become clear with due time. It is Oh, here goes a juicy bit. I like juicy bits. This is of the utmost importance, especially if they wish to assist in their family matters within the town. Hopefully you guys know what that means. Oh, we have to make a small pit stop on the way to visit a friend.
Oh, I do like me some friends.
Family matters. What?
Nothing beats a good cryptic letter, if you ask me. Right then, you're the only two passengers tonight. The rest of the barge has been paid for some reason, so we'll be smuggling you. Come on.
Come on, Seagull, let's go. Pulls the dog over.
Is the dog free roaming?
Sort of. I have it on leash. Like.
Oh. That's maybe a little complication. If we are... Oh. I may have to pretend he's mine if any of the river warden come aboard while I hide you. Let me see how much he likes me. Come in, boy.
Dieter, can you roll me a D100, please? Lower is better to see how much the dog likes him.
Me, of all things, okay.
Yep.
Can I also be like to my dog with my animal training?
Sure,
It's,
you can make it 20 easier, effectively.
Yeah.
So, basically, you want to roll below a 60.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now Sigurd, this is the man who's going to be taking care of you if I have to, disappear. All right?
The little fella kind of jumps up on the two legs to go kind of try and paw the halfling, who's not too much taller than him once he stood up. He does the pleasantries as much as you've seen him do, and seems eager and very curious of what's either a play toy or a halfling. Like, he's kind of got that, can I bite it, can I eat it look.
Right, that's fine. Okay, good. Okay, wonderful. All aboard the no-name ship.
The wet nurse, we shall call it.
Excellent choice, sir. For the evening, it shall be known as the Wet Nurse.
What a cracking name.
I kinda like it. I might name it tomorrow as well. Maybe a regular Tuesday thing instead. We'll see. Right, all aboard, come on.
Shuffles you all on board. On top of the deck, relatively uncluttered. It looks like sort of a quiet barge ship returning home. You are given a small tour. There's the personal quarters of the halfling in question, of no name, which, of course, you're not given a tour of. Below deck are an assortment of barrels and crates, a cargo vessel, and lots of shadows, cobwebs, a couple of rats poking around. But other than that, relatively safe as far as a ship can be. So,
Dear Master Darkling, this might just be the most exquisite vessel I've ever ridden on.
He just said get on the boat, mate.
make a charm test.
Who?
For the guy trying to butter him up.
Right, okay.
For Edgar. Average, though. No, let's give you a bonus because you're complimenting his personal possessions, so make it easy.
It's athletics, right?
Charm should be in your skills.
It's a skill.
Jump test for whatever reason. Jump.
We're not jumping to impress him. That can be done though, but for now, we'll just try to see how well this guy takes your compliments and how that may influence your fate. We're going to go easy because it's the guy's pride and joy. So,
very much so.
Oh.
And apparently.
Oh, you know how to pull all the right strings. Right, fine, I'll get you a bottle of whiskey.
Comes back with a bottle of whiskey for the two of you.
There you go on your house, because I don't normally get polite guests, so, you know. Anyway.
You are treating us like lords, sir.
Well, how do you do? Anyway, I've got some barging to do. If you want to stay up on deck, just keep your heads down, and if you see any wardens, well, they always have a lantern, so you can see them coming, so we'll get your head down, and it won't be a problem. Anyway, let's get a move on. Shall we? Toot toot.
Mm-hmm. Let's go, man.
Who would like to roll me a d20 for a map? What have we got?
Number 2.
We're good today. We're still got a duck later.
That doesn't mean shit, by the way. You know.
Using them all day right now.
Okay.
Getting a 2 now doesn't mean shit.
Yeah. I mean, numbers are fine. I'm just organising your tokens on the map as we go. Right. So, the beginning of the journey, it's not particularly eventful. It's quiet waters. You're heading downstream. It's smooth. It's calm. You're moving along nice and easy. There's a gentle rock, but if you would like to have any conversations, feel free. But otherwise, we can move on to... we can pass the pleasantries. Oh, over to you, if you would like.
Well, good sir, Mr. Puppy Master. How shall I call you on this fine here travel?
You can call me LeBrock, mate. I'm just, I don't know what I'm doing here. I've just, probably same as you, got a note. Come here.
What would you say?
Wow. Didn't we all? Halfling man said it.
Yeah, right there.
And who are you, good sir?
My name is Dieter, Edgar Dieter, King of Aces. Master of cards, known in all of Midland. And sadly, because of that, I had to leave. Let's not go into detail.
So,
Ronald is a harsh lover, he is.
so you ran in with the wrong people, didn't you?
Yeah, maybe.
You upset the wrong people.
It's not my fault that my dice just roll better than other people's dice.
Well, we certainly are rolling the dice, going up and going down the Tahme of all places.
Well, how about a whiskey then?
Go on then.
To celebrate our new acquaintance.
I'll have
Drink up,
an
thank you.
average consume alcohol from each of you.
Why do I always have drinking?
The cursed number for Edgar Dieter.
Can I use a sleight of hand roll to pretend to drink and actually, spew it behind me overboard?
Okay.
Was it too
I
late
mean,
for that?
so the 88, I guess, has to be something amusing, but throw that in as well. Why not?
That's an talents, isn't it?
He goes to chuck it over the side and actually ends up going in his face.
So whatever you roll now is going to be combined with the very poor consume alcohol test, but it'll make for a better result. So average. Average. This doesn't take too much of your mental capacity and skill. Okay.
Cool.
So it goes close to your mouth, and you get that a little bit of a whiff of it right up your nostril, and it seems to kind of almost go straight up to your brain. Yeah, an instant sort of brain freeze, but you're able to kind of sling it over the shoulder quite effortlessly, and the rest of the shot disappears.
That's how we do it in Midlands. Woo! Right and close.
Okay. Now, your drinking session is somewhat rudely interrupted by a little stomp on the floor from the halfling, who kind of gives 3 loud stomps, and then kind of shouts down to you, "We got another ship!" Ah, you do have tokens. Excellent. Now, are you guys hiding below deck or going up? Choice is yours.
I would go with hiding. Pretty much just saying, what? Down below the deck we go.
We already were there below deck, all right.
You are below deck currently.
Oh.
I'm just asking if you stay there or if you go anywhere else.
I'll just be like, that's nice, and then just go back to what I was, just stay quiet.
Okay, so you do hear a small conversation exchanged from your halfling, basically kind of shouting and beckoning to another ship as they pass each other. Saying, "Aiden, lovely night, isn't it?" And you hear someone with a deeper and more human voice respond. The two exchange a few pleasantries, and the ships sort of continue on their way. You get 2 stomps afterwards.
All clear. All clear.
Carry on going. It's up to you if you'd like to do anything in particular, or we can just continue to wherever you go next.
Oh, got nothing.
Smuggling's an easy game, isn't it? Just, no one seems to care. I've got nothing.
Absolutely fine. So, a quiet half an hour passes now with no noise, just a few birds occasionally squawking or crowing overhead, and a slight breeze. But other than that, very peaceful, very relaxing, very easy to nod off. But that is interrupted by, this time, 5 stomps.
Oh, shite. There's the fucker.
Quickly opening the hatch, or a small, communication hatch.
Hi. It's the warden. You want to get in a barrel or something, or a crate? I'll try and keep him busy. Leave your dog out.
Right.
I'll just be like, Sigurd, it's go time. And just point to him to stay in the corner somewhere.
Okay. Roll an We'll make it an easy animal handling check to see how well behaved he is.
I have animal training dog.
That'll do. Pretty straightforward for him. An easy task. Perfectly executed. Instantly, bump. His small derriere hits with the wood. And he just looks sort of waiting for his next instruction.
Now, I'll just salute him and get in a box.
Okay. So
I, on the other hand, will throw my coat over myself, so not having my arms through the, armholes.
Okay.
Throw it over my head. Grab onto one of the vertical pillars down there, struts, whatever, and pull in my legs so I look like I'm just a coat on the wall.
Okay, so first
we've got Robbie Downey Jr. with us.
yeah. First question to the man in a crate. What's in your crate? Other than you, obviously.
Suspiciously, it was. It's just got a bit of like netting and stuff in it.
Okay, bit of netting, easy to kind of
walk over the top of myself and drop myself in the box.
Yeah, quite easy to get air through as well. A better choice than rice, which would have been awkward if you had to hide even further. Okay, a straightforward lid, easy to pull over yourself. You are netted. LeBrock, I'm going to need something, I guess, to kind of achieve this. So you're hanging yourself on the side of the wall, on one of the struts, and going to just try and kind of pin yourself in, yes?
Yep, just wrapping my arms and legs around it, having my coat thrown over my head and shoulders.
Okay.
So there's no legs visible underneath it.
I'll ask for an average athletics, just to see if you can kind of just kind of hold this position for what hopefully won't be too long. Okay, well apparently the rolls are all, well, most of them are below 10 today, aside from drinking, so so I guess we'll just stop right now. You win. Okay, easy. A little bit of like every now and again a bit of a cramp, readjust the shoulder, absolute fine, but without any actual movement transpiring. Now, what does happen in the meantime, though, is you hear a small bell being rung, and you hear an exchange of words from up top. It's muffled and mumbled, and it's hard to make out the words, but you can hear a somewhat sterner individual conversing with this halfling, with a fairly stiff Reichland accent, inquiring questions regarding his cargo and his duties. I will ask... Dieter, on the halfling's behalf, to make a difficult charm test. This is just to see how that conversation upstairs goes. Still not too bad. You do hear a small rowboat kind of clunk with the side of your ship, which is several times larger, and you hear someone else step on board upstairs. A verbal exchange is had requesting some papers. These are provided, and the matter is done. There is just the smallest sound of a clink as well, which probably both of you hear, but I would say Dieter is probably more familiar with hearing that sort of small coin purse exchanging hands. The individual leaves, and gradually you hear them rowing away. Slowly, a few minutes pass, and eventually 2 stern taps on the floor.
Right, he's gone. Oi, where's that whiskey?
Dropping back down from my clinging position, putting on my coat again, whipping up the collar and saying, just as planned.
The halfling's kind of looks at you jumping down from there.
Creativity. I'd give you a 9 out of 10.
Marvelous.
Most people will go for a barrel or a crate, but excellent choice of crate, sir, with the netting.
Well, thank you very much.
Had someone die the other day.
Thought of it all myself.
Oh, very good, very good. Yes, had some unfortunate person choked to death on oats the other week, but that's fine. We just nap him overboard. Nothing really.
Yeah,
You know.
didn't like the look of the rice barrel.
No, survival of the fittest. You know, if they're gonna pick rice, they've chosen their own end. Anyway, it'll be a few minutes and we'll be meeting a friend of yours, so I'm told. But I'm told to look out for a particular flag. So I'll be back. Excuse me. Glug, 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 glug.
Has like several sips of whiskey.
Right, that's the stressful part of the voyage done. Right. Let's get a show on the road. Oh, the river. Never mind.
Steps up, and you continue on your journey. And again, do interrupt me if you'd like to have any conversation, but I would assume now.
Okay, but I gotta know, right? There's boxes, barrels, all kinds of bits. You decide to grapple onto a pole.
See, listen. If you had to hide from people as much as I had, you know the most obvious choice is the first one being checked. So go for the one nobody expects, and nobody's gonna find you.
Yeah, what if you'd have fallen off?
Then... And he just stops there with a mid-movement, slowly tilting his head, like... I don't know.
Crikey. Braver man than I. Can I,
Stupid. I've been called many things.
can I run a perception check? for
Sure, yeah.
rats?
Yeah, absolutely. You've got lights here. There's lots of crates and such, but it's average given your profession. Difficult to see. You just catch the tail of one disappearing behind. You know it's there.
Excuse me one moment, cracked knuckles. I'll go find it.
Okay. Do you have like a trade rat catching?
Not well.
I'm not actually sure what you roll to catch rats in this. Maybe a dex check, I would assume. It's normally if in doubt.
What have I got to roll with here? I've got charm animal.
Yeah, well, I guess you could try and coax it out with like something and do a thing. You do have a trap, so sure.
Yeah, I'll go for a charm. I'm gonna write.
Okay. We'll go for an. How long do you want to take with this?
It'll only be 5 minutes.
Okay. We'll make it challenging then, purely because it's going to be somewhat more of a hasty manoeuvre rather than okay. Like a small little youngster comes out and kind of curiously looks around the cage trap that you've left out, and chink, the door slams shut. You've got a baby mouse, baby rat. Sorry.
Oh dear. It wasn't your day, mate, was it? Just looking at the rat. Anything special about it? Anything weird about it? Undead plague? Anything like that?
Very standard, generic-looking rat.
Okay. Well, so I'll go up. I'll ask the halfling, "Aye," and just sort of go grab his attention, and be like, "What do you want done with this?"
Does the dog like rats?
Eh,
Throw it
take him
overboard.
or-
See if it can
take him or
swim.
leave him. They always swim, mate. Just lets the cage out and throws the rat overboard.
He clearly doesn't really care too much for the rat folk.
Look, there we are. Over there.
Points off over in the distance. I'm going to ask for a D3 from. Let's go from. I'm trying to LeBrock.
That's not how we roll. That's just me saying.
1d3. A 1. Okay. Excellent. So, over in yonder distance.
Hey, it's Sighard's office. What the hell?
It'll come back. You need tokens. You need tokens, and I need. There's a LeBrock. And there's
about to call shenanigans.
There you go. Do you see a boat?
I see a Chinese-looking boat.
Yes. Yes.
Aye, right. Oh, well, you said there'd be red. Well, supposedly this is your friend supposed to meet before going, so, enjoy. I'll be hiding my face while you make any exchanges and sorts. Enjoy.
What?
Cheers, mate.
He drops anchor and goes below deck.
Looking confused. Cheers, mate.
Wait, didn't he want to meet a friend along the way?
No, it's apparently our friend, mate. Were you not paying attention?
No. Okay, well, guess we have a friend here then.
Using a pole, this is a smaller vessel compared to yours, probably about a quarter of the size. It deceptively tiny little hut kind of built into a boat with a. It's a strange thing to see, but there are some river homes around. Anyone have Law Reichland?
I do.
Oh, make me an average roll.
We'll be lucky if we get anything out of it. Oh, blimey, yeah. Not a clue.
So, what do you think this is that it's clearly not? Is my question.
I think it's a house powered by a steam engine.
A steamboat.
Yes.
Yeah, the infamous steamboats. They're, yes, well, you certainly do think so. The ship starts kind of rotating towards you slightly, expecting to see this giant steam-powered rudder on the other side. You're slightly disappointed as instead there's an attractive lady with a pole who is kind of just gently moving it toward you.
Hang on. Hey, Edgar, isn't it?
Oh yeah, Edgar. Sorry. Yeah.
Edgar, yeah. Check this out. Yeah, that's a steamboat, man. I've seen those before. Yeah, it's amazing. These things. They're only small things, but they're bloody amazing. Check out the engine when it rolls. Oh, wait. Sorry. No. Sorry. No.
Yeah. Should
never mind.
Steamboats have
steam? Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
In the name there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Must be the light. Is that a funny angle? You see? Yeah.
It's a funny light.
Yeah.
I would have mistaken the fog too.
Yeah.
You gave it a shot and you missed.
Yeah, it was a good thing I didn't shout over a nice steamboat, and yeah. Oops.
Right.
What I do see though is a lovely specimen of the opposite sex. We should definitely investigate, because I want to be friends with her.
Yeah, I'll go with that. I don't think there's any more rats to catch here, so.
Okay. Now, I am just changing songs. Bear with me one moment. Continue talking for a moment, gentlemen, while the audio software is, quote, being a dick.
Yeah, sorry if I was not quite there for a moment ago. I just lost a filling back tooth.
Lovely.
Yeah, especially because for the next 2 days I can't go to the dentist.
Lovely.
So if I sound a little weird right now, it's because of that.
My tooth hurts, yeah.
It doesn't hurt, it's a dead tooth, but it's the one that's entered, so I have a sharp piece of tooth poking my cheek.
Anyway, so like, you know, like, we should go on then. What's your plan?
Seduction. Do we have the whiskey still?
Oh yeah, I mean it's only half gone. powerful shit, though. You sure that's a good idea?
Oh, the more powerful, the better, I would say.
She slowly arrives, humming an unfamiliar tune to you. Sounds foreign. But eventually sweeps her hair to one side and greets you both. Ah, hello, boys. Lovely night.
Run out, be blessed, my dice have been good. Good evening, my lady. A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Old enough to be your mother, but thank you for the compliment, sir.
I like my beef dry hung.
Throws a rope over to you to kind of tie the two boats together.
I'll go for that one.
Okay. Let's have an easy strength test, please.
My crappiest stat.
It's going to be easy, though. You could use leverage. Okay, it takes a while. That's right. Put your back in there. Excellent.
Yeah, Ron, I'm the brains and also the face. Careful.
Look, love.
Yeah.
Now,
Look, love. Yeah, I don't use the muscles for strength. I use them to crawl through spaces.
I see.
What do you do? Now, where were we?
Oh, Tom, have mercy. Right. Am I coming to you, or are you coming to me?
Oh, I'm coming all over to you both.
Should I just stay over here then? I mean, what the hell was that?
Depends on how she takes it, if you know what I mean.
So, looking disdain with an utter look of disdain on his face, he's just like, I guess we'll come over to your boat then.
Yes. Perhaps you can keep your animal in control?
Oh, Sigurd's fine, he'll be fine.
No, him.
Oh,
I bite if you want.
I mean, I don't know. I don't have all that skill to, there's only so many animals I can train in the world, love.
I see. Right, down you come. Chop, chop. We don't have all night. You have a carnival to go to.
Say what now?
Carnival. I hope I see you there.
I'll assume by now, plonk, plonk, both of you have landed in the boat. It's small and cozy, and she welcomes you inside. Effectively, it's like a caravan on a boat. There's just enough room for two people to sit side by side, and another person can kind of move around them a little bit. It's, well, if ever you've seen a kind of collector of strange tokens and items, perhaps mixed with a herbalist and other apothecary stuff, it's a strange place. But she seems into it, as she's currently pouring a drink. Right.
I'm gonna say something in Wastelander. See if I get into the back.
Okay.
So Ayo Odo Mungo, just the normal.
She smiles. Charmed, not a wastelander. Nice try, though.
How could you think this precious pearl of a Strigani princess is anything but exotic?
Right on both accounts. Strigani, not born but raised, and of noble blood, so I'm told.
Oh God!
All over your face, my love.
Indeed.
Yeah. So, like, sometimes you can have, people can surprise you.
Yes, indeed. As I say, old enough to be your mother, seeing as this is my 49th year. So, let's...
Just ripe enough for the picking. Yes?
Calm. She just kind of puts...
Me and Sigurd, just like, you can just see us both go, what? Like that, and even the dog's like, what?
She doesn't look 49. Like, she doesn't look anywhere near it. She looks like 25.
Yeah.
Right. I've been told by my mother to give you this. Where is it? Ah, here we go. gives you each a small pouch. It's sort of loosely packed in the moment. There's a leather string currently to pull it taut, but you can see inside there's like a powder. Think of it like a snuff. Probably have it when you're in town. It's to help you smell good. I'm afraid I can't be of too much more help other than giving you this. And what was it she said? Follow your nose. That's right. Follow your nose.
You hear that, Sigurd? It's a job for you, mate.
Any questions?
What is your name and where do I find you again?
I live on this boat. And my name's Orla. Actually, it's a Nordic name. That's where my mother was from. She passed. Was complicated, but Strigani born and raised, as I said. Well, Strigani raised anyway. The name means Golden Princess.
Well, thanks, Golden Princess, as LeBrock puts a thumb in the snuff and sort of just wafts it around, and he goes to lick it.
She doesn't stop you. It kind of.
And I lick it.
Kind of sooty and very intense, and then followed by like a strong metallic taste.
Oh.
Never tried tasting it, but hey, that could be fun. If you have any left, maybe try after, but snort, up the nose. Either nostril or both. Why not? Anyway, I'll be around. Mother says we need to meet again at some point, but for now, that's all I can do.
Sigma bless your mother for all the gifts she gave you and for making sure we see you again.
Well, Strigani mother, but I'm sure you'll meet her one day.
I would be delighted to. All right, off we go then. There's a carnival to be.
And LeBrock gets up and just, forlorn, shaking his head as he walks out the door.
Right, it was nearly a pleasure meeting you both.
Yeah, I know he's good stiff, right?
Thoroughly entertained. Oh, if you were to see a troll on your travels, do keep the heart.
Yeah, I've heard all about troll arts as he walks out the door.
We pay good coin for them, as she's kind of pedaling away.
The troll heart is all I can get because you have stolen mine. And he swings around in a overly dramatic gesture, walking after Lambrock. What's his name? Yep.
Close enough, LeBrock, mate.
Upon hearing those words, she does like just flick her hair a little towards you, Dieter, and like give you a little bit of a wink. It's a very saucy wink. One troll heart would be enough, not two. You can keep yours.
The temptation to yell au revoir, Shoshana, is overcoming, but it doesn't fit in the setting.
But Bretonian, yeah. Gobble, 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 gobble. That's Bretonian.
I'm going to try and shout something back in Bretonian.
Sure.
Well, basically, it's just hopefully we'll see you again. Hopefully we don't die.
But yeah, make an average test for me, please.
Butchered.
Yeah. She just responds, yes. I also love the fish. Goodbye.
I just sort of look at myself all confused and shit. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Good luck next time.
Looking down at the water, something does catch your attention. There's quite a few fish that are just kind of swimming around the boat near the surface, kind of like fish do in a fish pond, as if they've got nowhere else to go. They're just kind of flocking around it a little bit.
Looks like we're not going hungry if we need anything.
Hang on. Can I do like a thing? Is that weird? How you go from fish in river? Animal care check?
Yeah, sure. Sure, average animal care. I would clarify it's her boat that they're following.
Okay.
It is very strange. Just in terms of how many there are, and you just have this hunch that they're actually helping to push the boat.
Have you noticed? Have you noticed one thing here?
That would be
That boat's not got.
waving green eyes or her wonderful coal black locks.
No, more about the boat, mate. That boat's not got a sail up and it's not rowing. How's it moving? Because those fish look like they're pushing it. That's bloody weird.
Steam?
There's no steam. We've already established. I didn't. You know, we established there was no steam earlier.
Yeah,
But
that
that is-
can just
that is not.
snout the window.
That is not normal.
Well, she is a Strigani after all. I do not
Yeah.
question that.
Strigani again.
Captivating.
We're gonna fucking die and just walk off.
The halfling comes up.
Oh, it was Strigani, was it? I hate Strigani. Spooky.
You and me both, mate.
No taste, the two of you.
Take my advice, sir.
Kind of looks you square in the eyes, Dieter, as if like a 2 foot or 3 foot tall father trying to give advice to a son that's 3 times his height.
Don't fall for Strigani, girl. You'll be killed, and then you'll be risen from the dead, and then you'll be killed again. It's not a particularly good way to go.
It sounds like very bad rest, yeah.
The sex might be worth it, though.
He was fist bumping the small guy.
Yeah, right, anyway. Anyway, let's go. Seriously, though, they'll fuck you up.
I hope so.
Don't I know it?
Okay. Right, I've roleplayed a woman for today. We're inclusive. The journey continues. You have a sail that seems to be helping, and you're heading downstream, which, again, helps.
You gentlemen want to be staying aboard, or... I mean, up top, or... Well, the warden's gone, so it's should be safe.
I mean, you know these waters better than I would enjoy some nightly fresh air.
Fishermen will be... they'll be tucked up inside now. A word of advice when we land is that I'd suggest, we'll brush past a few buildings, and just so we don't have to, offload you at the docks, I'd suggest just grabbing a hold of one of their footings and climbing off. It's relatively easy. If you use your legs and just pretend it's the Strigani, you'll be all right.
Essig,
Yes.
may I use a perception check to have a look at what our young, tiny friend has on his body, if I can see any pouches?
Sure. It's average, just because you're there talking to him. Not a lot. He has a little bit of a fishbone necklace that you kind of see crop up every now and again. He's very plainly dressed, though, and his slimy attire is... I'll put it this way. He's got no jewellery that's not made from fish.
Okay, that's all. Just wanted to know.
Okay.
Right. No, it's up to you. We can either take the slow and steady road, or we can. We might bump into someone, or we can just try and kind of bypass that with a little quieter route. What do you say?
Just looking over to Brock, questioning. What?
Quiet and long, or fast and risky?
Oh. Well, I can't wait to see what's in store for us. Wow. Let's go fast, shall we?
Fast and risky.
My life, and I will do so.
Don't worry.
Gives a smile that's like, yeah, let's go fast then. Go on then.
All right, I'll step on it.
Just kind of taps his foot.
Let's go.
And just carries on going straight instead of turning left, basically. I'll ask for a D20, please.
I'm from both of us, or?
Oh, just for one of you. But I've got a D20 now. That's all I need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, excellent. You actually rolled this one. Okay. Not long passes, and there is a ship in the distance. This ship has a strange shape to it. It has a lantern that's kind of on the centre mast, but it's slightly lopsided. It's leaning like 20 degrees to the right. Slightly strange. It comes closer, and the front of the ship kind of looks like a mouth. You are greeted by a large set of teeth in the front of a boat. It's an incredibly large pike with its face just protruding from the boat. It kind of goes side by side with yours, but with the mouth kind of slightly pointing the other way. This camera angle does probably portray it as being Jaws, but it's probably about 10 feet long and could easily fit someone in its mouth. There's of course someone on the boat as well who's currently stood on the mast, leaning in the opposite direction, trying to counterbalance ineffectively. And I'll just ask Dewey if you could roll me a d20 just to find out who that is. Blacksmith, mercenary, session 1, monsters.
Yep, monsters.
Yeah.
Oh, right there.
Let's have a look. I have made many NPCs in this world, but there's no fucking... I didn't import the fisherman yet. That's fine.
I made so many.
There we go.
Oh, ho, ho.
Hello there, lovers. How's it going?
Fisher Master?
Do not ask me how I got this fish in the boat. It is a long story. I do not have time. If you could help me reposition it a little bit, it would be appreciated. I could give you a silver for your trouble, maybe 2 or 3.
Oh, marvelous idea, good sir. An honest coin for an honest day's work.
The Brock jabs him in the ribs and goes, mate, can you even lift, bruh? Like,
did we establish I'm the brains, you're the bronze? I get the money.
no, mate, I'm not moving that. Not on my own.
Well, it seems like the halfling I have to do it. Looking over to the halfling if I get any support from him.
The halfling just kind of goes up to the edge and...
Oh, you know what? You know what we call that fish here in Reichland?
He says this to you, Dieter.
We call it a nope. A big nope.
Oh?
The hell nope. That's
Master
it.
Fisherman.
Nope.
I'm gravely injured to tell you that apparently I am, in fact, accompanied by two, women, it seems. So, I wish you best of luck on your travel, and let's hope that sucker doesn't slip right off your boat.
It just grumbles. It's like, do your two boats just kind of gradually drift apart? And there's just this mouth kind of opening and closing slowly, like nom, nom. Occasionally there's like a little kick of the tail, but it seems to have like largely given up. And you continue on your way.
Well, that wasn't the easy piece of silver we could have gotten you.
Not if you weren't willing to help, mate, and I'm already starting to get a vibe off you.
I don't know what to do.
Right, we'll probably be in town in a couple minutes. Anything else I can do for you while you're aboard? Guided tour, local history... Penny for a tale, but, you know, I'm mighty knowledgeable. Woo!
Local tales would be fucking intriguing.
Local tales. Well, there's lots of local tales. Let me think. Mines are always interesting, you know. Very interesting places. I heard from a dwarf that I was smuggling out a little while ago. I know what you're thinking. A dwarf being smuggled. Never seen anything like it, but I have, I swear. Anyway, rumour has it that...
Well, you smuggle. That's why we never see them.
Well, that is a very good point. Anyway, rumour has it that some of them may be working against their will. Now, for the exact reasons and the exact intricacies of the contract that's forcing them to do so, I couldn't disclose, but it's interesting.
How about the tavern life, though?
Tavern life? Well, there's this very lush-looking tavern I've never been in. It's a little bit of a lady's house with it's got a bit of a purple theme to it. Very pleasant ladies I hear inside. They're very, very attentive. They'll take care of all of your nooks and crannies. That's what the last folk told me. He came out with a big old grin on his face. There's a whole bunch of taverns, though. You can go for, like, a fishy tavern. You can go for a straightforward tavern. You know, there's all sorts, but that one really sticks in my mind. I'll go there one day when I get a gold crown, I guess. Wet me whistle.
What about the salty earth type tavern?
Salt of the earth. Oh. Well, a lot of it's gone very upmarket now since all the money's come in. There's a few in sort of the poorer quarter. We don't like to call it the slums on account of it being somewhat judgy, but there's a few there.
You heard of a rat-based one?
I do know of a rat hole that you speak.
The rat hole?
Oh, yes. It's been closed for quite some time.
Probably better with that name.
Here's the strange thing. It's closed on account of a rat infestation. And yet... ... Nobody's bought it or caught any rats. Nobody's hired anybody. It's just closed. Something fishy, if you ask me.
Sounds intriguing.
Yes. Mysteries afoot. Oh! I do believe... No, the name escapes me of who the owner is. Somebody bought the land, I think. Don't know who. Probably one of the rich ones. The council tend to buy most of the land, but... Well, you never know. In the Festival of Fire, they might well be burning it down. You'll have to see, though.
Well, you don't burn a building down that's infested with rats. That's a good way to get more rats in the places where you don't want them.
Well, you're the rat catcher, I'm just the barge master. Now,
Fucking idiots.
up ahead, there she blows.
You can see an orange-hued town.
Yes, sir.
on the matter of payment,
Oh, yes,
how
already.
would you, I mean,
Yes.
you told those 4 little stories, that's 4 copper coins, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
How is your stance to a little bit of luck? And he wiggles with his deck of cards.
I can't worship Manan more than Ronald, but I'll go on then, seeing as you've been good
Alrighty.
company.
One quick round, double or nothing. Let's see who has to pay. He drags over one of the barrels as a table, and the game will be Ray Jack.
Ray Jack, okay. Well, we got about a minute to play it while we're going straight, so...
It's gonna be quickly. We both draw cards one after another, and the goal is to reach the number of 21.
Hit
If you
me.
go over it, you lose.
Okay.
If we are on it, the one closer to the 21 has won.
Okay. I think I'll get it.
1 or 11. So let's start. And I draw the first card for him.
Okay. Now we'll condense this into a gamble roll on each of you. To
Oh, okay. Challenging?
Yes. His roll's not that good.
You Slayer fan?
This will be because my brain's incapable of making any other rules at this point.
Has no effect on it?
Well, currently you just beat him anyway.
No, that was me rolling a perception test. I'm watching him.
Okay. You can roll a sleight of hand if you want to. If you want to cheat.
What difficulty? I mean, he really enjoys me. He had a little bit of whiskey.
Yeah, sure, make it average.
Butter
Butter me up as a GM. First you pay me all the Stragani compliments and then... There you go. There you go. You're able to swap out a card and quite easily take the hand.
Would you look at that? 21 right away!
Oh, well.
Halfling.
Well,
Morgana
now,
was for me today,
It's
but
tr-
Morgana is with you.
truly blessed you, I suppose. Well, you can take Ronald with you, and I'll just stick to fishing instead of gambling. Right.
Do I see anything?
Yes, you do.
Over in the distance above the city, there is like this...
I meant, literally just
Oh,
then.
of them cheating. Oh,
I was
okay.
watching him.
Okay, never mind the burning city. We'll come back to that. That's not important right now.
4 copper on the table.
+1 for you, +2 for him. Unlike you're suspicious of it, but you didn't see it happen.
That's fine.
But suspicious of it.
Man, it's suspicious of you.
Man is suspicious. Man is suspicious. Right, boys.
Now, if you're both happy, we'll take a quick 5-minute bio.
Oh, yeah.
Treat our guests to some music and let Dewey finally eat his food.
No, I already gobbled it all down. That's how I lost I'm filling my teeth.
Well, I'll
Yeah,
let
but I
you
can
just...
recharge my drink.
Okay, we'll do those things. And we'll be back in 5. Howdy, howdy, folks. We're back again. Hey, players. So,
Yo.
currently aboard our ship, making our way to town. Saving yourself 4 brass pennies, Dieter, and 4 tails the wiser. The boat and barge makes its way very narrowly between the buildings that are kind of overgrowing the banks now, many on wooden stilts, kind of suspending entire several-storied buildings above the river. Confident a single boat knocking them would likely lead to catastrophe, but I'll ask you each to try to dismount, if you can. Now the question is...
What would you like for that dismount?
Well, assuming you just want to grab a hold of one of these struts and kind of climb onto the edge of a building and get to the bank without getting too wet, you can make me a... We'll go with an... Do you have climb?
I have.
Yes, climb. No one uses climb ever. This is climb. Right.
There's a reason we don't use it.
An average climb. Let's go. Versatile GMing. Let's go. Okay. It's not easy, LeBrock. But you manage.
I'm carrying a dog as well.
Yeah. Do you have like a satchel or a backpack or anything? Or do you have like...
Yeah, I've got a backpack on and shit.
Anything the dog goes in, or are you just doing one arm?
Well, I mean, I'm just one arm, one thing, one arm the other.
Okay, fair enough. You manage, but you're able to, with a few splinters and a few cuts and scrapes, kind of swing your way from one awkwardly placed plank to another, and then do like a little hop from one kind of loose stilt that was probably for another older building onto the bank, and there you are. Edgar, your beginning goes quite well, but the very last step you kind of end up just landing in 9 inches of water. So just muddy and wet shoes, I'm afraid, for you.
He tries to land with grace after he noticed what happened, and pretend like a gymnast finishing its jump. Ta-da!
The Brock is not impressed.
Now, this is a very different atmosphere. We have a party. We have fire all around you. There are hundreds of people, perhaps. Some carrying torches, some singing, some dancing. It's a pretty joyous occasion. Food sellers, street stalls, you name it. There's a lively sort of busking atmosphere. And there seems to be kind of the beginnings of a parade. Lots of people heading in the same sort of direction.
Well, the good news is, Edgar, at least you won't be wet for long.
Oh. He grabs in his pouch, getting out the little, pouch thingy the Stragani lady gave him. First, gotta prepare. And he just dips his nose in the powder, just going...
Oh, great.
Ooh, twitchy.
So now he's like that guy out of Predator. Great.
Yeah. So you do so, and for a second your nostrils are kind of both on fire with this whiskey type glow. It's sooty and there's like charcoal notes mixed in as well, but it settles after a few moments, and then you realise the charcoal wasn't in the powder. You can smell it. Not only that, there's a peasant next to you and you can smell onion. It's coming from them.
Well, these town people sure be like... Well, they have layers. They smell of onion at least. Like oars.
I'd say
I'm not confused.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
Confusing the GM. Yes.
Yeah. No, fair enough. There is a bit of a lightheadedness to it as well, like this dizzy drunkenness that just makes everything a little bit like two pints of ale. So
I mean, I've snorted whiskey before, so I don't expect anything else.
Yeah. So aside from having this acute sense of smell all of a sudden, you basically feel drunk.
Ooh-wee.
No.
LeBrock, I would not recommend giving that to your dog. That's good stuff.
Noted.
Nosed it.
Okay.
Gather around one of the fires.
Okay. There's a pretty decent crowd of people conversing. In I'd say probably 10, 15 other peasants gathered around you that are like, oh, you right there? How's it going? It's fun, isn't it?
Hello, onion people.
Yeah, as
Word
you...
to the wise, Edgar. Maybe we don't call them onion people.
Like the onion farmers. Smell like them.
You get a lot more vegetables to pick from as you get closer. You get, like, some people are turnips. There's a lot of cabbage floating around in the air as well. Every now and again, like a little waft of perfume. But yeah, it's trippy.
Just gonna, just elbow, slide up and gossip with someone. So what's this? What's all this about anyway? Just lighting fires or just?
Oh, hello, sir. You must be new here.
Yeah, I just rolled in recently.
Oh, well, welcome to town. This is the Blackfire Festival. This is lovely, if you ask me. We celebrate the 50th celebration of the time our town was attacked by the undead and a black dragon, which was defeated by the infamous Santiago. So yes, basically lots of fire. We praise, the fire really. Sigmar as well, of course. He's very welcome here. And, we set alight to a few buildings. Part of the fun. We don't know which ones they're going to be. We just kind of decide. It's crazy, I know, but it's lots of fun, honestly. What else do we do? I think you've missed the speeches by about now. The council members were gathered a while ago handing out some coin, but if you do see one of them, all 9 are walking about. Lovely gentlemen mostly, but if you need any coin, pay them a few compliments and then coin will come your way. This is a charitable day for them.
That sounds like the perfect place for me right here. Good sir.
Santiago.
Don't be so grim, LeBrock. This is a festivity. Carnival. Live a little.
All right, there we go.
Yeah. Carnival. Right.
Right. Enjoy yourselves, fellas. Take care.
Yeah. Cheers, mate.
I'm gonna go find a building to burn.
Just kind of grabs his torch out of the fire and just kind of goes for a casual stroll. To one side, you can hear this woman making some very loud noises, swinging a two-handed hammer at a small crowd of peasants that are gathered around a building. She seems mighty determined to keep them away.
I'll go over there.
It's
just troll along.
a little bit of a show and a spectacle. Let me just find the fucking picture, though.
Professionalism.
Iraq.
Iraq?
I'm gonna name them 1 to 20, so I can't find them when I want them. There we go.
Are you screaming after your late mother, Ira?
So
Is she here with us in the room?
you approach, and there's some 10 to 15 peasants gathered around this small street stall, all holding torches. She, however, is holding what looks like a decent-sized wooden hammer, but still hammer nonetheless, that's also on fire. Only she is swinging it at the peasants, saying,
Get out of here, you filthy buggers! Piss off! Go find somewhere else to burn! Piss off!
who's the better fighter of the two of you?
Most definitely Alien.
LeBrock, would you like to make an attack for her?
Gently shoving you forward.
Just a melee basic or whatever you've got.
If you want to do it in the first place, of course. We can completely derail his campaign here and just say, fuck that, Noah, I'll go get a party.
Oh, she's attacking either way. I just don't have a character sheet for her.
Is she attacking me?
No. She's just attacking a peasant. I'm just getting you involved with the dice.
Okay, I'm going to, yeah, alright, I'll melee basic. What I'm going to do is kick out, the guy she's aiming at, kick out his knee.
Okay.
So, like, you know, because I'm from behind him, I'll just kick his knee so he drops to the floor.
Okay.
Or she hits him in the face.
Okay. Nice. Okay.
That's the plan.
Yeah, sure. You can give her a plus 40. Because effectively she's got a surprise and all sorts. Okay, a very narrow miss, but like the guy just falls to his knee and to the floor, like on his hands and feet, and she swings the hammer and it just like goes inches past his head and brushes his ear and slams into the dirt, and you're like, ooh, that would have been a very crushed skull.
I'll pick. Can I
slowly clap?
I'm now gonna pick him up and go. That's a freebie. Now get on. Sort of push him over. Push him elsewhere.
The crowd quite quickly disperses, and it's kind of like, okay, yeah, let's go somewhere else. And about 5 seconds later, they're already cheering at the next building that they're going to try and burn. She, however, looks towards you and is quite grateful.
How's it going there? Thank you very much.
I'll take it you live here.
Oh, it's my shop. That's where I work. Yes, how can I repay you?
Money is always good. I yell from the backside behind.
Sure, I've got it falling out of my arse cheeks.
Ignore him.
She has like a scowl on her face as she looks at you there, like.
What kind of shop is this then?
I don't know, you tell me.
Good one if she doesn't have money.
I'll give you your choice. What type of shop is it?
I think it's just a
general store?
I don't know, like what would you consider like I want to get have access to more rat traps.
Okay.
So would that be like a carpenter's?
I would say it could probably fall under like a general store that's a bit of like a knick-knack shop, goods and like a tool shop maybe, a tool shop, a trade store for various tools and trade goods.
That's what I've got. Lots of trade store stuff. You need a hammer, or you need yourself some tools. You're a girl.
Cool. Well, yeah. I've just rolled into town, and it's nice to know where things can get done. You know.
Oh yes, absolutely. Just make sure none of these fuckers tries to burn my building. Where can I get you?
You all right? You all right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. The name's Betty Boop, by the way.
Betty Boop.
Betty Boop.
Nice.
That's the noise me hammer makes. Boop.
The Brock. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Get up.
Get up.
Yeah, and that guy.
Right. Okay.
I'm the pretty one.
I think, and I just sort of whisper to her. It's like, I think we know what kind of pretty one he is.
Yes.
Pretty handsome, that is.
I know all about those. Yes.
She catches out the side of her eye like a peasant that's kind of stopped to look at her house. It's like a younger guy that's just holding a torch, and she just instantly pulls the hammer above her head, starts running towards him.
Get the fuck out of here!
He goes running and she goes chasing
can't.
after him.
I'm not going to protect her house all bloody night. I've got things I want to go and do.
Looks like she got all hands full, so...
She's got it. Fine.
What did we hear about a red hole being closed? Whatever.
Now, I'm going to jump in here because something does jump in. Your conversation is somewhat rudely interrupted by the sound of synchronized stomping boots. And...
Okay, marching band.
Shit, it's the guard.
It's not the guards.
There are about 5 similarly dressed individuals carrying like a torch in each hand, very big, burly, muscular men. A crowd of peasants following as well. And one individual who is within this mosh of metal and fire, and that is a very pompous looking noble. A very rich look to him. Let me just pull up a picture for you to give you a slightly better visual. Session, motherfucking.
You got this Strigani woman picture on my screen.
Yeah, I would. Where'd he go? That's where I put him. You motherfucker. Okay. I have too much shit.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah. He has a very, very impressive hat. And he has this strange, like, smile drawn onto his face with charcoal and some, like, skeleton teeth. It kind of blends in
Joker.
with the kind of appearance of the... Well, there's been some other people with similar makeup. Some of the peasants are basically approaching this group, and occasionally a guard lets one through. The peasant kind of grovels on their knees, and you see this rich, smug-looking smarmy bugger just give them a handful of coin. And then they run away with a cheery smile on their face and a skip in their step, and off they go.
At this point, I pretty much just shoved myself in front of LeBrock and strutting over there like I own the place. Trying to get past all the peasants.
LeBrock counts to himself 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. So, just to clarify, we have one player going over. What's LeBrock doing?
He's just going to skulk back in like
Skulk
the
back
background.
and watch. Okay. Make an average charm, Dieter, to try and kind of nuzzle your way through the crowd and kind of get the attention of the guard to let you through instead of others.
Average, that was?
Average.
Coming through, import person, coming through.
That went well.
Sticking with the roll?
I mean, there's not so many sessions, so I might as well start using my points. No, I'm gonna re-roll that one, of course.
Rerolls generate every session, so...
Yeah, well then, most definitely
I'm not saying you
re-roll
have
it.
to re-roll it, but it's up to
I
you.
definitely have.
Okay. It just
You want some
feels
cash?
like that moment that... Yeah, there you go. It feels like a moment that Dieter might enjoy.
What points were used for re-roll? Fortune? Fate?
Fortune. You can
just for
right-click
heads up.
the message in chat and click re-roll fortune.
Yeah.
Oh.
It
Which
takes
is-
off for you.
Much easier. So, you catch the attention of one of these helmeted individuals who then turns to the man behind. Hugo. This one looks smart and pretty like. He wants to say hello. Oh, yes, welcome him. Yes, yes. Come on, come on, come on. Hello. Look at you. Oh, wonderful.
Good! You seem like the most exquisite lord of the hereby wonderful, currently ablaze town of Tahme. I would like to make my acquaintance. And he bows. Very noble, very overdramatic bow with one hand on his back and one swinging out to the side. Coming back up. Before you see the king of aces, the master of dice, his eminence, Dieter. Edgar Dieter. My pleasure.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful show. Claps his hands. It's like, yep, it's very, very, very amused. Oh, look how the poor people dance. Oh, wonderful. Let me give you. Ooh. And pulls out a little satchel of coin for your troubles. Yes, yes. Come on.
Gracious, it's most gracious. Taking the coin and slowly, while keeping to bow over and over, stepping backwards into the ground.
Okay. Now, as you do that,
Somebody touched my bum.
not quite. Even worse.
Oh no.
You smell cheese. Intense cheese. As his arm wafts towards you, it's like being punched by camembert in the face. It is the most intense, cheesy experience of your life, mixed with something else, something strange, but it's all empowering. It is overwhelming, and it is cheesy. Can you just roll me, say an average endurance, please?
Oh wait, endurance. I
To
have
withstand the cheese.
the ability tenacious endurance test for enduring hardship.
Sure.
I don't know how to use it or what it does, but
I think it's just a free reroll if you fuck it up.
We'll go with that for now, in the absence of me knowing either.
endurance. What was it? Challenging average?
Average.
Here we shall go. That sounds like a free reroll to me. No, that sounds
No,
like
no,
a very
that's
good
very
roll
good.
to me.
Okay, you for a second you're like, you don't throw up, but that was very, very intense.
Like sex in the woods.
Can you make me a challenging perception as well, please? Hot dang diggity.
Oh, I
Yes.
see a lot.
Yeah.
Shit, that was a double O.
You guys are rolling. Your rolls are on fire. He has a strange necklace on that you catch a very slight glimpse of as he lifts his arm. This shirt just kind of creases to the side slightly. You just catch this like faintly green glowing amulet around his neck that looks odd.
Question.
Yes.
How close am I to him, and is pickpocketing a separate skill?
He wants to pickpocket him with 5 guards watching him.
You are at arm's length currently. So, like, you could pickpocket his hand or something, but he's kind of literally reaching out to drop a coin purse into your outreached hand, so it's not like you're hugging each other. So, I'll say where you are at the moment, it's going to be impossible. Unless
Could
you...
I-
Sure.
I just take the coin, you know, do my bowing, and then go back into the overdramatic, entertainer role. You know, dancing around him, fizzling away poetry to charm him even more. While doing so, I try to walk around him, constantly turning myself around my own axis, and maybe swipe something in the process. Fiddling around him.
Sure.
Okay, you do know there's 5 guards around him, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can make me a difficult charm test.
A difficult charm.
Yes. This is to get close.
Right, you said a difficult charm test. It was right.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You managed to get closer to the point where you could probably have a go at taking it by like holding onto his collar and being like, "Oh, look how great you are." that's.
I would start with his collar and all that, and then go all over him, presenting more parts of his wonderful, shiny, and most elegant attire. Trying to do some very, very shit poetry along the way to praise him even more and attempt to, put him into a sense of security.
Yeah.
And in the process, I would try to, because there's a lot of movement, I'm turning around a lot, I'm showing at people and presenting parts, pulling their eyes to points where I want them to, like his head, while my right hand is not up there. Sleight of hand?
Yeah, sleight of hand. It's going to be challenging, and it's going to be opposed. Okay. I'm not going to oppose it by all 9 guard, but I'm going to oppose it by a couple.
Good.
Okay.
Looking good.
Last one. Yoink!
I'm not saying I'm, playing my role here, but...
Yeah, like you manage to just slip it out and tuck it and hold it sort of with one finger balanced in sort of in the palm of your hand as you like draw your arm away, and everyone's looking at the other hand. The other hand's doing like these gestures that are very interesting, and the man's just, oh yes, wonderful, oh, yes, yeah. Congratulations, you have. By the way, the smell of cheese hasn't gone. That's still there.
I'm still very much trying to hold my composure here.
Yeah, make another now difficult endurance test.
I looked at the tenacious roll. Actually, doubled the length of time a pass test for like this kind of thing.
Okay. Okay. We'll factor that in. But given what he's just stolen, it's only fair that you need to throw up.
Yep.
Yeah, like, oh my, he's going to throw up. Yes. Quickly, away, shoo. The next person gets kind of brought in. Okay, a quick retch and like a few dry heaves, and you're able to compose yourself after you gain a distance. But that waft of cheese is kind of still there and lingering.
Yep. Looking around if I can see Limburg, or what his name was.
Lebrock.
Lebrock, exactly.
Close-ish.
Limburg.
I guess.
If I can see him somewhere in the dark.
All right.
No, looking for my companion and this lovely dog.
What's Lebrock up to at the moment? Hiding? Are you just kind of blending in?
So I was just blending in.
Yeah.
Just hearing, while he was doing that, I was just blending in, listening to what people were saying. So, do you want a gossip check or something like that?
Yeah, sure. Just, roll me an easy gossip because everyone's talking. Ooh.
Yeah. Not getting much info today. Jesus Christ, I miss being an investigator.
Fortune point, or are you going to stick with?
I think I will fortune that because I actually want to learn something.
Because it's one of those roles that's like, well, it's hard to not.
There we go.
Okay,
that's better.
Cool. Wow. Okay. You get talking to a young lady who's very kind of enthusiastically watching this strange man dancing in front of Hugo, as she calls him. Hugo Schreberborg von Rath. He is one of the local town councils, she explains to you, and it was only last year that he burned down her apothecary, her store, but he also pays for it to be rebuilt afterwards. It's all part of this festival. Each of the nobles contribute toward the rebuilding of Tahme immediately after probably about a tenth of it is burned down. All of them are incredibly wealthy, she says, and popular as a result. Indeed. Only these are generous, very often generous anyway. Occasions like this with them walking the streets, giving out money, are fairly common, and they're held in very high esteem. But because you rolled a +6, which is like
as good as it gets.
As good as it gets. She does say, however, that there are some who think he's a little bit creepy, and there were rumours floating around a while ago that he was often seen scurrying around alleys at night, but of course no one believes those rumours. They're silly and just jealous people that are jelly about how much money he has.
Interesting.
And that's about all you get in the way of gossip, though. Now, at that point, a heaving man a few yards away from you, your friend, unfortunately.
Right, as he rocks up on me, because I'm talking to this person. Like, I'm guessing he's still doing like the dry heaving.
Sure.
Can I roll an initiative? Can I do an initiative check or something along those lines to just basically step out of the way?
Yeah.
Expecting him to run past me.
Yep. Just roll me an average.
Oh God, what is up with this today?
It's a shoulder barge, not covered in vomit.
Oh, okay.
That's not much better.
Fine.
But we'll go with the first. Yeah, there's a bit of a clumsy shoulder barge and a very an uncomfortable knock into your new companion from this.
I got to punch him, and then I realise who he is.
Dieter takes a few heaves before you're back, and there you are.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Me? What do you mean?
Well,
There was free coin we had, so free coin I got.
No, I don't care about that. What just happened? Like, you barged into me, man. What's going on?
I was looking for you. There's a lot of people here. I'm usually the guy in the... Well,
Yeah, but not many people are dry heaving as they run towards me.
well, if you would have smelled that noble, I don't know where he get his eau de toilette, but he took the toilet part too serious in the whole thing.
What do you mean?
He smelled like the worst gosh darn cheese I've ever smelled. That's the kind of cheese you find in hidden food chambers down in an abandoned dwarven foothold.
Cheese?
Cheese!
You can smell cheese in all this. Let's remember, I haven't taken the stuff.
I know you have no idea what he's talking about, and he seems drunk.
Are you sure you smelled cheese? You look pissed.
I usually don't vomit from not smelling cheese, so I'm kind of convinced I am. I mean, I got very close to him. Showing him the necklace under my coat, so nobody else, you know. I mean, I got very close to him.
Is this a... Wait, what? Oh, shit. We stopped talking.
I will say it glows green. So, yeah, it's not like a green emerald. It is glowing green.
Hey, mate, I think you might want to chuck that. That doesn't look normal.
I hope it doesn't look normal. It fetches a better price and toss it back into his pocket, pouch, whatever.
I can keep that thing away from me.
No problem. Not planning to share this.
As a side note, the lady you were talking to has just started walking away, and there are 4 individuals who all seem absolutely off of their nuts with these completely red, blistering eyes. You look at them and they're each holding a shot glass, like looking pretty hazy and fuzzy, having just what looks like done a shot through their eye, are just kind of like stumbling around her before, well, attempting to gather themselves, and the lady like quickly moves away and she's gone.
Okay.
Damn it. She had some good info.
Did you know? What info?
Yeah, well...
Have people smell cheese in this area?
Nah, more like, for some bizarre reason, they burn a bit down and they rebuild the bit straight afterwards. It's weird. Like, why would you burn something down, then rebuild it? Like,
I mean, it's cheap bonfire until you rebuild. Oh, rat infestation.
it's almost... Oh, I get this vibe that yeah, that might be the case, but they haven't. Well, I'm assuming they haven't touched a rattle, and it's been here forever, and that thing has been notorious for that kind of stuff. Now,
If the rattle isn't burning, maybe we should have a look at why not.
well, I've got a feeling that. You know what? Never mind. Let's just. Let's just move. Maybe. Well, maybe we should try and find the place. See why.
Yeah, worst place if it's really closed down. We have a cheap place to sleep.
Well, someone's got to catch all the rats first. I guess that's my job.
Making money on the side. Look at you go.
All right, off to find the rat hole.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna elbow and nudge someone. Which way's the rat hole?
Yeah, you get directions pretty easily. It's only about a 10-minute walk, so you could basically pass through the majority of this carnival festival and eventually arrive to a boarded window closed tavern with kind of like a sign on the front saying rats. Even if you don't read or write, like it's got a picture of a rat as well. It's pretty obvious, and it's just completely closed. Strangely though, it's kind of a quiet part of town. Not many people hanging around here.
Good.
I think I'll kick the door in.
Okay.
The grace in your actions.
I'll ask for an average strength roll, please, just to see if you can.
Bounce off.
Yeah. See what the door says. The door says yes.
The door says yes.
The door says yes as you kick it. There's a pretty decent crunch. The wood that they've used to board it shut is like old and mouldy and was probably dragged out of the bowels of an old ship, and basically just snaps. And with a creak, the door swings open, and you're faced with a dark, dingy tavern and the sound of squeaks.
Well, come boy. Leaning over to the dog.
Go. Where are they? Where are the rats? Get.
Trying to get the dog hyped up.
Okay.
Can I take a perception? How many do I think just on sound alone am I looking at?
Yeah, it's your career, man. Let's have an average perception. Okay. Not a huge amount. Like, maybe a couple families. Actually, less than you were expecting for an abandoned building, honestly. Little disappointing.
Wait, what? There's only like, there's only like two, maybe three families in it.
What?
For a closed down building because of rats, that's a surprisingly quick jump to a conclusion, if you ask me. Crazy.
Guess we're gonna get our lunch somewhere else then.
It's crazy. Why? On my sort of like, how long would it take me to catch that much?
With Pooch, and assuming they don't have too many hidey holes, you could probably get through in half an hour. But if you're lucky, you might be minutes.
I mean, nobody's paying you to catch these rats.
If Sighard gets into that,
I'm building like a. I'm just gonna walk up. This is a quote effectively. Okay, all right.
And Edgar,
Yes, sir.
you smell something in here upstairs. Smells nice, fairly nice. What is it? You can tell me.
Smells to me like a very warm room with honey and milk and all the good things.
Okay. a pleasant,
maybe a few, 3.
okay, a sweet smell, a sweet floral smell creeps into your nostrils, Edgar. Unusual. It's perhaps like a poultice, something like that, maybe, that's coming from upstairs. It's
Mashed up stuff.
Mashed up stuff you put on a cut to make it done hurt less. Yeah. It's upstairs, though. You're certain of that. Your nose says so, obviously.
Alright, time for the lantern.
I would say you take care of the rats and I go investigate if we have any visitors in this lovely place who know more. Be right back. Strut towards what is left of the stairs, if there's any.
Okay.
I kind of look at him like, I'm not catching the rats. I'm not being paid to, but I know that something's up. So I'm just going to follow him.
Okay. Like, my new friend is very strange. I'm going to follow him. I imagine that expression, at least.
Yeah, it's kind of like, what on earth is going on? What? I can't smell anything like what he's smelling.
Yeah.
Still not taking the stuff.
Off he goes, and you arrive upstairs. Now, I would say for Edgar, the smell is almost overpowering, but in kind of a welcoming way. So you sort of open the door to one of the upper bedrooms, of which there's only 2, and sure enough, there in the corner of the room, right where you're expecting it to be, is a poultice. It's probably aged a good bit, but it still smells sweet. It smells it's probably edible, but it's at least a very lovely scent. You can still see a few like flower petals that are kind of mixed in with the honey. So you have yourself a poultice. Now, while your taste buds are distracted with that, LeBrock, your attention will be drawn to numerous pictures and writings that are scattered over 2 of the walls in here, with bits of string and scrabbly, scratchy handwriting all over the place. It looks like a madman lived here, one with many ideas, or a whole family of madmen, for that matter. Now, refresh my memory if you can read or write.
I cannot.
Yeah. That's okay.
Before you ask me, I don't.
That's okay. So, all you can make out, aside from the fact there's lots of writings, there are a few names. You kind of recognize them because they're there with a small, like, portrait. Kind of badly drawn, but there are a few portraits. And many of them have, like, a colour that's next to them. And then lots of words. So there's, like, a purple, a red, a green. And there's lots and lots of these with scattered bits of string kind of connecting them. It's rather confusing to follow, but you look, and there is one drawing that looks, let's just say, similar to the man you were just observing dishing out coin.
Hey, isn't that a bloke that you were dancing around?
What? Turning around. Looking at
That picture.
painting. Hard to tell without a smell, but it might be him, yeah.
What's his picture frame colour?
His is a strange one, in that it's not got a colour for him in particular. It has a triangle drawn next to it, and a question mark. You recognise question marks for some reason.
Yeah. I was learning to read and write, yeah?
Yeah, you're in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a complete noob. Yeah, some of the others are coloured, not his. His just has this triangle, and it also says the word cheese. And I'll say that's a freebie because everyone would be able to read the word cheese because it's the most important word in the English language.
Right.
This is my headcanon.
So you said he smelled like cheese, yeah?
Oh, pungent.
Well, yeah, that just points to it.
So he's the chamberman of cheese?
Or he's the big cheese. I don't know. Could be anything at this point. I don't know. This is getting really weird. I was just looking to come here and do a job, but I think we might not want to draw too much attention to this place. This feels important. Somebody was working on this, and I'm gonna guess that the one just burn it. That's what I don't get.
Listen, babe. I don't know why you are so desperate to see something here, but so far we only met a bunch of people burning down shoddy old buildings to rebuild them in a better place.
Yeah, but this is the shoddiest of all the buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is something definitely out there on this one. Anyway, let's should we see if we can find more of those nobles?
Ah, I love me some noble hunting.
Yeah, I wanna, because if this guy's the big cheese, I wonder what the other ones
Smell like?
yeah. And then LeBroc's gonna take out the thing, do one nostril.
Okay. LeBrock does so.
I hope it's cranberry. I hope it's cranberry. I hope it's cranberry.
You have a good whiff. And that same kind of burning sensation originally kind of overwhelms you before you take a deep breath and, oh wow, honey, flowers. Is that a poultice? It smells really good.
Tastes good too.
You ate it?
There is a complication with it. You can also smell another aroma that is competing with it. Rat piss.
Ah.
However, I'm going to ask you to make me an average endurance, please.
Yet catcher, endure the red piss smell.
Please.
You get the strongest
first rodeo.
whiff of rat piss you've ever smelt, but you're like, oh, suit you, wow. And you're the boss of your stomach, it's not the boss of you. It does as it's told, and you're able to swallow, and all is well. However, the smell is coming from downstairs.
Alright.
What? Off we trot then.
Yeah, let's head on back.
Okay. So you follow the scent downstairs, and it becomes more powerful, to say the least. Following your nose, which is like an unpleasant homing beacon at this point, behind the bar actually seems by far the most intense and repulsive of scent centres within this room. Now, I would just like to inquire as to whether you're fed up of rat piss, or if you'd like to poke behind the bar.
I'm gonna poke behind the bar.
Looking for free booze, are we?
No. Got a funny feeling.
Oh, one of those.
A small crate seems to be where it's coming from, until you kind of try and lift the lid off and realise it's not actually a crate. It's a fake lid to a
basement.
Yeah. Basement? Not one that you actually... not one that looked like it should be there. It's inside a box. But the ladder goes down.
Didn't we find ourselves the wine cellar, good sir?
I couldn't tell you if I wanted to.
Well, I could go for a nice little bottle of wine, and if this thing has been closed down for 50 years, that stuff have a nice punch to it.
What can I, like I see a ladder that goes down. Can I get anything on the side and just see how far down it goes by doing the drop test?
Sure. You drop something down. About 3 seconds. Not too far.
So, about 6 feet.
Yeah. It looks like it's probably the floor beneath you. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna stick my head down it first with the lantern, just sort of look down it first before I sort of go down.
It's dark, obviously, and it looks like, if it is a cellar, there's quite a lot of water kicking around on the floor. If it's water, it could well be excrement by the smell. Now, let me just quieten this music.
Bit too happy for what we're
A
doing.
little too goddamn happy.
Depends on
In
how much
fact-
you drink.
Yeah, I don't think this is the wine cellar.
Oh, bummer.
I'll climb down the ladder.
You climb down.
What precisely are you expected to find down there?
Rats.
I should have guessed. Might as well follow them. Got nothing
Okay.
better to do.
Careful, mate. You might not want to get your nice digs messed up.
Ah, my boots have suffered enough today. They don't mind.
Now, for now, we'll assume that this light is yours, but it's somewhere between a tunnel, a cave, and, well, there's no booze. It's just a very long tunnel by the looks of it.
No booze. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Do I remember anything from? So I would have been passed. In theory, I should have been passed some story. I now
yeah.
want to know: do I know any of the stories of when my great grandfather tunneled into a noble's basement?
I will ask you for a average intelligence roll,
Oh boy.
just to bring a little bit of randomness and spice into our lives. You don't recall anything that sounds quite like this. Like, you do recall a story about tunneling and such, which was kind of crazy, but this is unexpected, but there's this like faintest hint of maybe there was a story about like some older tunnels that were underneath but never used. Maybe used for smuggling.
Yep,
Maybe
just
not.
about to say that maybe some of the old smuggler tunnels. I can't quite remember if my relative had anything to do with that.
You could also roll an average intelligence.
And
Yeah.
How
doesn't let me click on
intelligent?
int.
I think you click on the
Yeah,
box,
you have to
like
click on
the
the current.
attribute.
The current box
Current
on the
box.
attribute.
That.
So you click on the.
So you go to your attributes tab. So the main tab. then you go to current on the intelligence
Yeah,
box.
the bottom 25, not the top 25. The red one.
Average it was, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Well, I don't remember shit.
No, nothing rings a bell on that front.
I'm a bit boozed up anyway.
Smuggler's tunnels then.
What?
I don't think we need to know where they go right now. Could be some could be some shit on the other end.
What does ring a bell,
Literally.
though? It's the smell of cheese.
Oh, so we smell cheese now.
You can smell. You can smell cheese.
That's him. Yep. Okay. Nope. Don't want again.
It's only cheese, mate. God. I'll follow the scent of cheese. Why not?
Why
Okay.
would you go there?
And
Following him.
Edgar, you reluctantly follow?
Very directly.
Okay.
Slowly
And
dry retching.
you have, I assume you've got a lantern or a torch with you.
Just a carry lantern.
Necklace.
Absolutely.
Nice little green glow.
Absolutely fine. Now, I'll ask you for a pace and how you are moving and how you intend to approach said smell. If, like, are you running through this? Are you creeping?
Slow.
I would say we make wheelbarrows very fast. Flinging shit all over the place.
That's one strategy. It's an option. I'm going to go with the first answer of slow, though.
Follow him, yes. In this
Okay.
Keep it slow.
Okay.
Now, see, the reason we got to keep yourself down because if the rats hear you, they will eat you.
I'm starting to consider that being the better option than smelling this any longer.
Now,
We need a sneaking roll or anything?
I am going to ask for a roll from both of you. I'm going to ask, I'll say first, up ahead, there is the sound of a gate closing, fairly large slunk, and kind of the chatter of the metal reverberates through the tunnel you're in. Sounds like it's quite some ways ahead, but it's there. So yes, I'll ask for a stealth roll for you. I will. We'll make this a bit of a risk-reward scenario. So you can roll whatever difficulty you like. You both have to roll the same, but as I say, risk-reward. You'll get closer with being unnoticed with a harder difficulty. So.
Oh, I got a 35 in it and enough fortune to re-roll that until I get the desired result. So.
You can only re-roll once, unless you dark deal your ass out.
Sounds like
I've got a 41. So
Average?
yeah.
Or are you going to go for a risky challenging?
We could go for a risky challenge.
Oh,
Well, so what say you? You've got less on me than you got
Yep.
less on this.
but I have the re-roll and a lot of
Okay.
faith.
Go on then. Ronald be with you.
And that not.
He is not.
Not the best start.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, fucking hell, mine's worse.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, I
There
just
we go, that's
face
better.
first into the fucking dirt.
Okay. Yeah. Was that your reroll, Edgar? Yes, it was. -6. Excellent. Fantastic. I'll ask you for -6. What's the worst thing that you could imagine doing while sneaking through a tunnel?
A tunnel filled with poop, probably slipping mouth open.
Okay. Well, yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you for that GM gold. Yeah, a little bit of slippery moss underfoot and just face directly in a large steaming
Sorry, yes?
steaming pile of. Hang on a second. That's fairly warm.
Yeah, the retching noises I just tried to do.
Yeah. There's lots of retching noises. And
Want an endurance test if I pass out?
yes, please.
Oh, God.
We'll make it
Great
challenging now.
Oh, very much so. I have poop in my mouth.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
What?
Ronaldo's
Well, it
here.
seems like a seizure. Edgar doesn't seem like he's doing so well. And basically slipped over face first into feces and... what's happened to you now, Edgar? Again, worst case scenario, if you had feces in your mouth, what would you do?
Well, I would most certainly start by completely emptying anything I have in my body on both ends while shivering and yeah.
Okay.
Eyes bulging, kind of retching, vomiting, whatever.
Reverberating through the tunnel is the sound of flatulence and vomiting. Both combined together.
And Brock just goes, shit.
And rapid praying to Ronaldo, please.
Yes, shit everywhere. There
Good thing I got spare clothing.
is a sound of footsteps up ahead
Shit.
that is heading away from you.
Away.
Gets quieter.
Huh. You're right, Edgar. Go on, mate. It's only a bit of rap. Shit, come on.
Just
Yeah.
a little wretched, he says.
Get him up.
Just a little wretched. Stumbling through the... trying to, scoff off a little bit of my chest, noticing it has no fucking effect.
Check his eyes, make sure he's still alive, sort of thing.
Yeah. Like
Pretending to be a medic, basically. Oh yeah, you look fine.
I
yeah.
do not wish to change professions with you.
You'll live, well, at least until tomorrow. Footsteps ran away from us, so whatever's going on up ahead, party's over.
Well, we follow? I just want to be anywhere but here.
What's going on with the cheese smell? Faint, better, worse, same?
it's a little less intense.
Yeah, they ran away.
Still there, but intense. Less intense.
Well, might as well finish what we started. Let's just muddle our way through and try not to roll a -6 again.
Let's have... Now, fortunately, it's a fairly straightforward tunnel. There's only a couple of turns here and there that lead to kind of an off-shooting chamber that then kind of reconnects again to this like central path that seems to probably run parallel with the river. You make your way forward for probably 5 minutes or so at a slow pace. I'll ask you for a challenging perception test from each of you.
Okay. I am not doing shit.
Well, thankfully, Edgar,
Hypersensitive now after his last experience.
for a second, you're not quite sure if you're having like a memory flashback of being up in the festival with a creepy noble saying, yes, 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 yes. And then you kind of second guess to be like, what's that? Did I hear that down here? And you just catch the faintest hint of that gentleman saying that he thinks he is being followed, and then you hear another voice in response that is far, far different to that of the noble.
Yes, kill. We'll go chase.
Yep. I guess his eyes are widening, very nervous, feeling pretty boozed out, like pretty clear again in his head after well, yeah. Pulling on LeBrock's shoulder, like pointing behind him, like gesticulating quickly, hectically. Rolling whether or not he understands me.
Okay. Okay.
Oh wait, sorry, I challenged that. Sorry, I challenged that. Should have been average. So
Okay.
yeah, it would have passed. Yeah,
So-
I believe him.
Okay.
All right. Calm your tits. All right, let's fucking get out of here then. Let's just, don't run. Just let's take it easy. Unless we hear footsteps, then we fucking run. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go. We don't want to get caught by guards. So I don't think we're supposed to be down there, obviously.
Honestly, I don't think that's guards.
What? What do you mean it's not guards? You said he did.
They
What-
were
what
talking, and one of them said, kill, we gotta chase. So, probably a very dyslexic bandit.
Oh shit.
Well, then,
Okay.
I'll trot.
Right, let's go. We're going to backpedal. We're going to about face and fuck off.
Okay. You turn about. You start to head away. About 30 seconds passes before... Dieter, you keep rolling terribly. Roll me a 1d100, please.
If I went dyslexic myself, there we
Hey! Only
Excellent.
19 of the fuckers chasing us, right?
Excellent. You don't hear anything. It's very quiet. Do either of you have sixth sense?
No.
Excellent. Everything's fine. As you were.
Okay. Skitter. Stomp. Hiccups. Because poop.
You keep running, and you... Well, no, you keep moving. I assume you're just kind of heading out at a...
Reasonable pace.
Walking,
We're not
but-
belting it, because that's how you fall over in a dark
Yeah.
tunnel.
Not the we sneak up on something pace, but the we sneak away from something pace.
Yeah, okay. I will... So that 19 was a stealth, Dieter. I'm now going to ask you for another D100. This time we can roll it from LeBrock. Okay. That's better.
Self-fulfilling prophecies. We just had all the good rolls early.
Now...
That's their stealth, isn't it? It's our stealth.
No, that was their throwing dagger roll. So, clinking off of a stone just to your side and sort of bouncing off of it, a small, crusty-looking dagger, LeBrock, ching, 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 bounces off of the wall as it was clearly thrown behind you and had just gone 12 inches wide of your head.
Okay, that's obviously a what the fuck was that moment, and I'm going to turn around and have a look.
1, 2, 3. I'll ask you to roll me 1d10, please.
There's only 7 of them, it's fine. We'll take 'em.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are we going to go for this one? Bear with me a second. I'm just going to just see. Oh, that is horrible. Sure. Behind you in the tunnel, having just thrown a dagger, something wicked this way comes. It is small. It is angry looking. It has 2 curved blades in its hands. And it hisses very, very loudly at you. And with a war cry of kill, kill, we shall have to tune in next week to find out what happens to our 2 caped crusaders.
Covered in shit.
Covered in shit.
What did the other group get? A sexy, lovely, well-smelling demonette, and we... Okay. Covered in shit, fighting skate.
You had a rat catcher.
Fair point. God, I wish Dog would have been here. This would have been fun with an high elf covered in poop.
Oh, I will get my vengeance on Thorg. A slightly earlier finish tonight, guys, as there's only 2 players. So we're going to be concluding this encounter for these 2 next time at the beginning of their next session together. If not, we'll
that when that is.
just have to figure that out. Yes, who knows when that will be. If not, we can kind of do it off schedule, perhaps if needed. But we'll figure that out. Well done. Didn't get into any combat. Very chilled. Well done, players.
All along.
You
Your
both.
plan was to slit your own throat.
Yeah, you both. You both done good. You both done good. So, I'd like to thank you for playing. Obviously, I'd like to thank people for being here. I'd like to thank all of the audience for being here too. And I'd like to welcome you to join us every Friday. I'd like to welcome you to try and look for any Easter eggs today. If you get an Easter egg, if you can find a reference to the last campaign, aside from the Santiago one, because that was done before, but if you find any other hints or any other Easter eggs, leave a little comment. And you could well have the choice of an NPC and the ability to create their own story within this setting. And if you don't, you must like and subscribe. Those are the rules. I have decided. And any concluding remarks from players, I think, before we settle off into our New Year's holiday?
Yeah, I just had to say I fucking called it.
Yes. Yes.
And my comment to this session will be posted in the campaign channel, in the Discord, to which I will post a link shortly.
Wonderful. Well, once again, thank you everyone for stopping on by. And I hope you enjoyed yourselves. We'll be carrying on next week, and do stay tuned for each of the parallel campaigns because they will overlap. They're all part of the same story. And yeah, can't give that spoiler just yet. Aha! A new subscriber has joined our ranks. Excellent. Why didn't you subscribe before, Papa Nurgle? Anyway, welcome on board. See you soon, guys. Have a lovely day.
Later.